So someone is claiming they put a payment in. It's not coming down, so I'm gonna look up with this thing. See, oh, look at that. There it is. Stuck up there. So we had someone in 50 who showed up yesterday, and I couldn't find an envelope in the pull when I opened it. And I went back to them and said I didn't see an envelope, and they said, well, we paid, we put it in the pull. And I looked in the pull, and I stuck my phone underneath and took a picture up, and it had stuck. It's stuck in the top, so I'm gonna have to come back later with a tool to dislodge it. Or we could just have QR codes and accept credit cards or Venmo, but sure, we'll do it with cash in envelopes in a pull. You're gonna follow me as I do the first thing that we do in the morning, which is put up placards. Okay, placard's done. A little loud with the cart. So next up, I go around and I will check the TP, scrub, and do a quick rinse, and I'll do that every few days. I'll do it every day when we're busy, but when we're only at 15% capacity, some of these bathrooms are just collecting cobwebs and dust. So I just go in, look at them, make sure they're still good, fill the TP, and like I said, every 2 days I'll do a real good clean on them. Unless we're busy, then I'll do it every day. And then occasionally we'll get another coworker to come through with a pressure washer, and we just pressure wash down as many bathrooms as we can with the amount of water that they brought. We have no water down here, so all the water has to be imported. Anyway, I'm gonna go to our little storage closet, and I'm gonna get some toilet paper, and then I'm gonna hit all of the bathrooms. Our coworker Heather is off today, so I do all the bathrooms. When we're both on, she does D and E, and I do A, B, and C. That's our storage. Just put it down an order sign. We got a lock up top. So then this is my tub where I keep the toilet paper. That should be more than enough for my rounds today. Okay, so we're going to check our first bathrooms here. C-Loop, I don't think anyone's even been camping here for the last couple days, but check anyway. Okay. Yeah, see, look, man, that's good. Pretty, a little dirt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my little water squirter to get the toilet after I do a quick sweep and call it good. I don't have to put in toilet paper because it's 3 fresh rolls no one's touched. But dirt has collected. And these C-loop bathrooms are my favorite bathrooms, so I want to keep them clean. So if I had running water at the campground, the way I would clean these is, as you can see, pretty clean as it is. These actually come off like so. And what I would do is I'd scrub this down and then spray it down. This is if I had endless water. And then I would take a 5-gallon bucket and dump it in here and get all the grossness into the hole. But since I don't have water, I have just what I can fill those little bottles up with, those little squirt bottles. And then what I'm going to do is get as much dirt of this as I can into the cracks there and call it good until we can get a pressure washer here. There hasn't really been any need to replace any of the toilet paper on this morning trek because we were so slow, but I'm going to demonstrate it for you guys anyway. However many pieces of toilet paper you need, we'll just do 1 for this demonstration. Okay, so you can put 4 on. I suppose you could squeeze 4 in. It makes it difficult to use, so we just do 3. I mean, I'm changing them every day anyway, so we'll this one's looking a little low, so we'll just change this one for so you guys can see how to do it, how I do it. So they're all locked on this. Boop. Unlock it. Usually place it up here, and then you slide it back. And we'll pretend this is an empty roll. It pretty much is. And I'll just leave it here for someone to use in case they want. Okay, fresh toilet paper. What I do is I do a little boop, a little squish to give it that shape. So it's easier to slide on here. And then I go and turn it so it stays. And I slide it in there. Lock back in there. Boom. And now full toilet paper. Exciting stuff, folks. Howdy. So one thing I've noticed camp hosting here this summer is that a lot of people don't know how campgrounds work. If you've never been camping at a campground, you wouldn't know how it works. So I've had to show a few people how it works at a campground, and I'll show you now. So most campgrounds, you'll pull up right at the entrance. There'll usually be a kiosk that looks like this. As you can see, it says fee area, and here are all the fees, and that's where you're gonna pay, but I'll show you step by step. So this is our fee area. Currently we're in fire restrictions, meaning no campfires, grills, anything with an on-off switch. Propane is okay. And then we have some more rules, more signs that no one reads. Here's more rules, camping rules. Check out noon. This is an important one. You must occupy your campsite the first night. A lot of people don't know that one. You forfeit your site if you don't. All right, so here's our camp fees. We have two different fees. We have a Sunday to Wednesday, and we've got a Thursday through the weekend. That one's $1 more for whatever reason, and the Sunday through Wednesday is $28. For me, that's very expensive, especially since we don't offer any hookups. But that's what they get away with charging here in Colorado, and people pay it, let me tell you. Additional cars, $9. So any extra vehicle is $9. If you can't fit it in your campsite, then we ask you to move it to the overflow, which is right here. Right now it's completely empty, and you can park here for free if you're camping here, or if you're just here for day use. We have several trails, and people generally just park right here and go walk on the trails, and we don't charge them for that. When you pull up here and you're looking for first come first serve, first what you want to do is just go find your site. This one here at Prospector, we've got 105 sites and 5 loops. So you would go and you'd find your site, and then you'd set up a chair or something that indicates you are occupying the site. That's very important, because that's the only way that anyone, including us, is going to tell if the site is occupied. Then you're going to come back to this kiosk. The way we do it here is very archaic. It's cash or check only. We don't accept cards, Venmo, anything. Hopefully they change that soon, because it's just makes life difficult for us and everyone else. So anyway, you'll come up here with your cash or check, and you'll have and we stock these with envelopes. Date in, date out, campground, which would be Prospector, the site that you've picked, the payment, which would be today, since today's Wednesday, it'd be $28. Your two options, cash or check. If you're filling this out for an extra vehicle, you would just write how much you're paying there for the extra vehicle. So it'd still be all the same things, but instead of paying $28 up here, you'd say $9 right here, or $18 if it's 2 nights, or however many nights. We don't use any of that. We don't have a dump. We don't have a boat launch. We don't charge for day use. Then you put your name, your vehicle license plate number. Okay. Then this tag you would tear off, and this you would write your out date, and this would go in your car window. This receipt also comes off, and this would go on your little pay pull, which I will show you in a moment. Now in here, your filled out card, you put your payment in here, go to the pay pull, the metal pull, it says pay here, and then you would just drop it in like so. And then later I will come around, or whenever, I usually go around 2 to 3 times a day. I check this. I have a lock underneath here. This pulls out, all the envelopes fall, and that's how I make sure that everyone's paid up. Let me just show you a few things at the site. Okay, so you find your site. Here's a site. We've got these little poles. So site 66, and as you can see, since we do reservation first, we can only do first come first serve, 1 night at a time. So you drive around and you'd see a sign like this that says open, pay at entrance. I told you how to do that. It's a one night only, but it really means one night at a time. As you can see, that's where that slip goes, right there with tomorrow's date. And there's your site. Maybe this will help you out, and happy camping.